You remember this place?
Welcome back to Last Play. We're returning to DmC because it's an apocalyptic hellscape out here in Edmonton, and so might as well just make it an apocalyptic hellscape video game.
Yeah, we had literally orange skies for a while.
There's like the bad ending of Persona 4, like all over again. Just yellow fog bleeding out into the world. And so, this will be a little bit more easy, more palatable, I think. Because, you know, it's a torn red sky rather than a, like, vague yellow fog. So it's a little bit more stylistic than that.
And, cool bonus, it doesn't affect our ability to breathe.
Ah, yes. I mean, I don't actually know if the hellscape affects your ability to breathe. That seems like the kind of thing that's hard to get across.
I mean, it's a video game. My point is, it's a video game form, so it doesn't affect our ability to breathe.
Oh. Well, see, nothing in a video game should affect your ability to breathe, unless you're playing, like, an extremely good horror game.
Do you want to fight?
Ooh, what if there's a video game that you played by breathing? Actually, there's that video game you play by shouting at it. That would affect your ability to breathe. In fact, that would...
There's a phone game where you have to, like, make noise to make it jump or whatever, and so, like, you have to... It's like a platform game, but you have to just go, like, ah! And then it'll move.
Yeah, the louder you jump, the louder you shout, the higher it jumps, and if you have to, like, be really quiet and it, like, inches forward, and you just kind of, like, shout to make it jump. It's very fun. I don't know what it's called, so I can't, like, direct anyone towards it, but I'm sure if you type that shouty phone game
in Google,
you'll probably get pretty good there.
That shouting game.
The shouty phone game.
This art, though.
Yeah, actually some of the, like, construction of this game is pretty cool. And this is coming right off of playing Sid the Dummy, so basically no matter how bad this game is, it's going to be a far improvement from that.
Because it's not Sid the Dummy.
Did you know that those two games were released very close to each other?
That's shocking.
I'm saying this forgetting entirely when both of these games are released, so in post, we'll edit in to see exactly how close we are. I mean, they're the same console generation, so they can't be more than 5 years apart, which is always something to keep in mind, that, like, the PS3 generation is the most, like, recent one other than the current one, which is a very wordy way of saying that, like, the PS3 is, like, the second most recent video game console I bought, and this was over 15 years ago. Of course they're being dragged into limbo. Why wouldn't we get dragged into limbo?
We saw a spotter.
And so now we enter demon mode. What up, losers?
Right, I forgot. Like, we haven't played this in a while, so I kind of forgot the plot, like what was going on.
That's fair.
So I remember that for some reason he's being pulled into limbo and, like, can see demons and shit that no one else can see.
Yeah, it's because he's like a part demon and is, like, super important for the, like, world or something.
It is important for the world or something. Nailed that explanation.
Stop that. Yep.
Yeah, he said just while we were talking just now that one of his parents was a demon and one was, I forget, I don't know.
An angel.
Angel? Yeah, okay.
As is classic DmC.
Yeah.
And you can tell that there's been some time between me playing it originally and playing it now, because I just took like 7 hits there, which is more than I took in the entire first, like, recording session.
Ravager. This reminds me of
he's got a chainsaw.
Yaiba.
Oh yeah.
Ninja Gaiden, because a new bad guy comes in and you get, like, a freeze frame and it's like, name a villain, and, like, all edgelordy.
I mean, it is the same people, so.
Oh right, it is.
Oh, that's bad, that's bad. He's gonna try and chainsaw me. Okay.
That's bad. Pro tip, do not get close to a running chainsaw.
Yeah, never. Even if you're using it, just don't get close to it.
Just generally don't use it.
As soon as that chainsaw is activated, just run away. Oh, the gateway's ready, come on! And then something's gonna happen to stop me. Small little babies. Oh, yeah, the game just starts glitching out. That's what happens. It wasn't actually a game glitch, it was just visual effects, but... Oh no!
Is it real, though? Could you just walk across?
I mean, I don't know.
I'll have to find another way.
Of course. I don't know exactly how the rules of this limbo place work. If it's like, if you die in limbo, you die in real... I mean, clearly if you die in limbo, you die in real life. Otherwise, there'd be no stakes here for Dante. But that being said, we did recently play Blue Reflections, for which there was absolutely no stakes. So, hey, I can restore a bit of my health now.
Dope.
And so the idea that there's maybe no stakes involved in any of this isn't out of the question. Okay, so now remembering exact. Oh yeah, this thing. I don't need to buy anything. This is actually. Oh yeah, this is a weird.
Yeah, that is a weird view. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so you can see that thing. I don't know.
But also, it's stylish, I suppose. Because you got. Oh yeah, what's this? Okay, you got to go for the style. Oh, that was it. That was the only thing here.
I think so. I think it was just a weird camera angle, so you could see both of those.
Yeah. Okay. And away we go. So let's buy some healing. Oh wait, I have no money. Good
nice.
To know.
You're poor.
Spent all my money on useless items like continue states or health upgrades. Can't just have a leisurely stroll through limbo. We gotta deal with all these guys. I just want to get to the mall. Oh, no, I'm not doing this very well. Okay. That's not how we do this. Okay, here we go. We'll just spam the site. That's the answer here. No! Oh, I got chainsawed. That type is slower than I expect, so you just end up getting chainsawed sometimes. Ah, damn it! I'm trying to beat up this loser. Jerk. Oh yeah, that's bad.
While you fight, I've been appreciating the color scheme of the like, it's not cobblestone, but just the floor here.
Oh yeah. Oh, because it's very
It's very bisexual.
Oh, I didn't at all see that, but I guess it's like going between those colors.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say that out loud. You can't silently appreciate anything on Last Play. You just gotta loudly appreciate things. Like I loudly appreciate another freaking chainsaw guy.
But I did say it. I don't know what you want from me.
A green orb! Oh, nice. Just,
oh, right. Anarchic! I forgot that there's, like, words.
Right?
For every grade, right?
You can't just simply give people a letter grade. You should try to adapt that to teaching. Just like...
I don't give 7-year-olds letter grades.
But would they appreciate letter grades if you called them anarchic?
I mean, maybe, but you have to remember I have to do that in French.
Okay, so what's an A-letter French word for anarchic?
But, like, you have to go with things they would understand. They're grade 2 French immersion.
True. It's not like the grade 3s where they're just constantly playing video games.
Well, I mean, I'm sure some of them play video games. I'll have to think about that.
I mean, yeah, Legend of Zelda is the classic, okay,
I'm very excited to start school again. I don't know, will school have started by the time this is supposed to?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Well, I'm very excited to start. It'll be fun. New adventure, because it's a new grade.
And a new batch of 20 or so odd children that you...
22.
Oh my gosh, 22 children.
Mm-hmm.
I can't handle being around 4 children.
I know, it was a big learning experience having 17 last year, but now I'm up to 22. I'm concerned because not only do I have more students, but I have younger students, so they are more needy, and there's more of them that are needy. So, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, one of the advantages of young kids is that, as you get young enough, they just stop, I get little wings.
Like, questioning you?
Yeah, they might not be... A lot of them won't be old enough to question your authority.
Yeah.
And it's very, very easy to lie to 7-year-olds.
But I don't need to lie to them. Why are you bringing up lying? I'm talking about they will need my help.
Oh, I mean...
Needy. That's why I said needy.
But then if they need your help, you can just lie to them and pretend that they don't need your help. Just kind of like, these aren't the droids you're looking for, a child. Just literally just what they have a question and they're like, these aren't the droids you're looking for, and then just like continue Don't even answer the question. Just do something else. Leave them confused and scared in the middle of the classroom.
Not confused and scared. Well, what I do try to do is, if there's a way for them to easily find the information themselves, I won't tell them. Like, I'll be like, go look in your math journal. I'm doing math journals this year that'll, like, basically be a dictionary of math concepts, so that if they don't remember how to do something, I go look, you have an example, and if you still don't understand, then you can ask me.
Yeah, that seems fair.
So,
Getting the hang of this.
then encouraging them to look for the information themselves before they ask me for help.
Encouraging children to try and attempt things on themselves. Oh,
On themselves.
On themselves.
Yeah, because then that encourages, like, independence, and if they can find the answer on their own, it will also increase confidence, because they're like, wow, look at me, I figured that out all on my own, I didn't need my teacher.
Encouraging independence and confidence in small children? What kind of hippie, new age, PC culture is this?
That's me, hippie new age PC culture.
Teaching children to be responsible and think for themselves.
They also call me by my first name.
Oh my
last
gosh.
name. Like, there's still an honorific there, but it's they call me Cosette.
I mean, to be fair, I am not ready for anyone referring to me by my last name ever.
I know. I find it weird. Like, I don't know. The way I teach, I'm like on the same playing field as them. Like, I level with them. I don't try to be like, unless obviously it's a situation where actual serious discipline is needed. Like kid is throwing a chair. Yeah, which happened. I try to just be on the same level as them, because I want them to feel comfortable with me, right? So, like...
Yeah, that's fair.
It feels weird to make them call me by my last name, because I feel like that puts me on a higher level. Whereas if I tell them, just call me by my first name.
Call me by my name?
Yeah, but it's call me by your name, the reference you're trying to make.
Oh, well, I'm just really bad, I guess.
Like, then it just feels more equal, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, yes, I'm the authority, but I still want them to think that they're equal to me.
Yeah, for sure. Like, kids generally, like, listen to authority, but, like, they don't thrive by just doing what they're told without explanation, you know?
Yeah. Which I try to thoroughly explain why I want kids to do stuff, too. Like, I don't just because I said so, unless there's some kind of, like, urgency. Like, throwing a chair.
Yeah.
In those situations, I'm like, do it now! But otherwise, I try to explain these things.
Yeah, like, obviously moderation in all respects.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Eat. There we go. Love it. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, like I'm
On my way.
I'm not gonna say that I'm like firmly of the belief that you need to lie to children, but like you can lie to children, especially when it comes to issues of like their safety.
Yeah.
Like to a certain extent, like lying to children to saying like it's illegal to cross the street without an adult. Like, go right ahead and tell them that. And then when they're like 12, you can like,
be like, okay, so
it's not actually legal. I just lied to you.
I said that because when you were 5, you were too stupid to safely like assess a crossing street situation.
When you were 5, you had a
not
tendency
true.
to just run away at the slightest provocation. We were actually at a public event where there was one adult looking after this kid, like the moment he like let go of this kid's hand, that kid would just dash
he bolted
in any
immediately.
direction, and then the dad's like, okay, come back, and then hold, and then just like gets distracted, the kid like worms out and then dashes again.
Oh my god, I
And
can't imagine.
Yeah, that kind of child would be the hardest to keep track of.
But like, that's the kind of kid I'd be like, if you're gonna be like that, I'll get you one of those stupid leashes.
But this
And
kid,
you'll be embarrassed.
but I don't
And
know
you'll
if this
stop doing it.
I don't know if that kid was old enough to be like reasoned with in that way, because this kid was only like 3,
Oh yeah, I guess
4
he
years
was
old.
little, so he wouldn't be embarrassed, but like,
So it's hard to be like, if you don't like shape up, I'm gonna embarrass you. They'd be like, what does embarrass mean? And you're like, ah, jeez.
Well, no, but then that's an age where it's fairly acceptable to do the leash thing.
I don't know. People give a lot of
just-
weird looks to the leash thing. You know? Because there's a lot
People
of like...
side-eye you, be like, he's a runner. He needs to learn.
Yeah. But like, that's kind of the big things about like,
How do we do that?
being a parent. You don't want to sass every single judgy 40-year-old looking at you for the way that you're trying to like keep your kid safe. Sometimes you just like...
Honestly, it's mostly not the 40-year-olds. It's the 20 and 30-somethings who, like, don't have kids.
Roughly speaking, yes. And we
Not...
Those tend to be the judgiest people, the ones who don't have kids. But also...
But they tend to be the silent judgy. It's like the 40-year-olds, I raised 3 kids and
That's
they all
true.
turned out fine. I can't believe you're taking this specific measure to deal with your specific child.
Speaking of being sassy to side-eye parents, I have a funny story about my mom.
Can we wait until next time on Last Play?
Fine.
Alright. Funny story about a mom.
My mom, specifically.
Ooh, even better.
Mhm.